Genie grind, I wish I'm getting rich, huh? Remember when I said I hit a lick, huh? I don't really wanna fuck the bitch, what? Willie when I made another hit, okay, like Prada on my motherfucking kid, huh? Louis on my motherfucking hip, huh? Curry how I dunk, no switch, hey, fucking gonna fuck that bitch, hey, if you ain't gon' fuck with me, you a dumb fuck, put up and hit him up, feel like one punch, look at my bank and I'm getting dumb rich, and I'm gonna count it up till 100, I'm just trying to get it like this, like that, hey, Willie tell me how'd you get a bitch like that, hey, listen to your music, man, this ain't that, hey, Willie tell me how'd you get your wrist like that, my pocket's fat, got money stacks, I'm posted in the bag and got 100 racks, 100 racks, I'm coming up, she down the fuck, he wanna be like me, I tell him run it up, hey, run it up, hey, my pocket's fat, got money stacks, I'm posted in the bag and got 100 racks, hey, 100 racks, hey, I'm coming up, she down the fuck, he wanna be like me, I tell him run it up, hey, run it up, hey. Round one like I got fight, in the kitchen I'm whipping my Betty White, bad bitch on my list like light, I've been killing the business, feel like I'm right, big bones, to your boy, still breastfeed, bad bitch wanna be my bestie, new ice, my wrist like jet ski, talk shit, get hit, don't test me, running and don't ever stop, got a Mac in the back of the...
That's probably what it came down to.
So just one more battle to go, Dave, between these two guys, and it is Martinez, our striker, to take on Jose Ramazzotti.
Yeah, Ramazzotti in the S15 front of 14. I'm not too sure. You got past me before I can tell, but it could just be an S15. We both S15s. It looks like they are. And as they come into the first corner, that's very wide in it. That's very wide from the lead car there, Jose. No way, Jose, going through that first corner. You got to be a little bit tighter than that. As Martinez Ostrika now starts to make the move, he's doing a nice job of getting nice and close here. He's representing the United Kingdom, getting right up onto the door. These guys getting very aggressive towards the midsection of the track. A little bit of contact maybe on the door there as Martinez starts to put the pressure on. Nice transition, and Jose very capable in the lead run. That's a very tough.
Ramazzotti give chase. Ramazzotti needs to hope that Ostrika makes a few mistakes in that lead position. Off the line, ready to go. Ostrika to lead, Ramazzotti to give chase. And Jose hold it down. Oh, very close there on initiation as Ostrika fires that S15 in big clutch kick. You see the back of the car dip on a very tidy line. Looks for that front clipping point now. Ostrika transitions up onto the wall, and this is where Jose Ramazzotti is going to find the side of that S15. Very good job from both guys. As I say that, Ramazzotti makes a big mistake and almost overtakes Ostrika through the centre of the circuit. One more transition left to go. As Ostrika looks for the wall, Ramazzotti dials himself in, just doesn't have proximity as they...
For me, proximity from Ramazzotti seemed to be a little bit more impressive. I'm not sure if the judges are going to weigh on that heavily, but to me, it looked like he followed the lead driver. He made a little bit of an error in the middle of the course, but he did get away with it. He could go either way here, but yeah, I like the aggression from Ramazzotti there. But I'm not a judge, Ian. Again, we've been wrong numerous times in this championship of what we think, and I'm sure you guys at home are making up your own minds, but the judges are watching this with a very heavy criticism. It's a split decision, but it is Jose Ramazzotti going through.
We haven't seen him yet.
Saying one more time.
This is the first time we'll see him against the partner, and the chat, Dave, is going mad saying that Mustafa is going to win.
Well, Mustafa's got a lot of fans in the chat, but has he got fans in the judging booth? That's the question. He is in the lead position. He's in that big old GTR, big flick into that first corner. Oh, he lets it slide down. And he actually makes it work, which is pretty interesting. But look at the proximity from Jose Ramazzotti. He's not backing down here one bit. He made a little bit of an error there, but he got back into it again. This is very aggressive driving from both of these guys. This is what we came here to see today, as Ramazzotti now trying to get back up onto the door of that GTR. Look at that wall run from Mustafa Amine. Unbelievable. As Ramazzotti does a great job. Ramazzotti. I said Ramazzotti. That's we move back to the start line. From my perspective, Jose Ramazzotti, a lot of work to do in that lead position to match what Mustafa did. And Mustafa, he's a great lead run driver. We haven't tested him now in the chase position. Let's see how he gets on.
Well, he's going to have to put it all on the line right now as Mustafa comes down to chase it in. Ramazzotti fires that S15 in, almost gets it wrong, but Mustafa gets a little bit too aggressive, starts to bang wheels with Ramazzotti. Very shallow is Mustafa right now, as he now looks like he's found a little bit of form. Calms himself down, jumps up onto the side of the S15, loses a little bit of ground on that transition though through the middle of the circuit. Oh, both guys shallow out as more contact happens through the centre of the circuit up onto that wall. Final transition as Mustafa needs to seal the deal into the outside zone.
Got flashy lights though.
It's got a very good looking GTR there.
Yeah, and how do they make these things with the lights? And it's crazy. Unbelievable what guys are doing these days. And there you have it. Jose Ramazzotti moves on to the top 8. And I know I have to have a serious word with these judges because maybe I'm watching the wrong thing, but no, they were correct. They all went for Alexander. The graphic didn't. So if you want to send your complaints to notworkinggraphic.com, he will sort it out. So here we go. We're back on to the next, another top 8 battle. Peter Viansek, furthest he's got in the competition since the start of the championship. He goes up against a very, very on form Ramazzotti. Let's see what happens.
Ramazzotti looking for the mill right now, and that mill could be Peter Viansek as Ramazzotti gets door to door. Viansek been on the ropes the whole championship so far in this EMVC. Could this be the round he finds his feet? Ramazzotti is going to be the guy that asks and pushes Peter Viansek to the limit. Viansek not doing a whole lot wrong now in that lead position as Ramazzotti once again looks for the side of the S15. Early transition will set him up perfectly for the dive, but he times it too late as he goes bumps.
I've got to go super aggressive. I think it's just roll the dice. I mean, at this stage, Peter Viansek doesn't have a whole lot to prove, you know, in the virtual world compared to the real world. Why not throw the dice here? Why not try and go and get that win? He's not going to beat Ramazzotti here with a soft run. He's got to go very aggressive.
He certainly has. Ramazzotti fires into that first outside zone. You can see Viansek now starting to brave a little bit, starting to pull up his socks. Oh, as he goes bumper to bumper on the transition, braves it all. Viansek starting to really find his feet in the virtual world as he looks once again to dive up into the door as Ramazzotti's S15. Ramazzotti keeping his cool. Onto the wall he goes. Viansek glancing down, looking for the side of that S15. Oh, pushes Ramazzotti into the outside wall zone and across the line.
Another tough call for the judges. My vote a little bit more towards Viansek on this one, but I could be wrong.
No, I'm inclined to agree there. But Ramazzotti gets the vote and wins the competition, advances through to the final four.
This guy looks faster than anybody else on this course.
I mean, yeah, he is just a man possessed with probably the fastest car we've seen around this circuit. Ramazzotti needs to keep his eyes sharp right now. They come down at the start line, ready to rock and roll. Severick going to fire in. Ramazzotti onto the back bumper he goes. He needs to not let Severick out of his side. He doesn't. Oh, but he makes a big mistake going for the dive, and that's opened up the door. And that is going to be a huge error for Ramazzotti. There is no way he's going to reel back in Severick. We've seen how fast this car is through the track. As Severick stands on the throttle, a little dab of the left foot brake, perfect wall run. As you can see, Ramazzotti sacrificing the track and the line to try and gain that proximity, but there is no way he's going to catch it after that. It's in the sidelines, waiting to do battle.
Yeah, here we go. It's going to be Ramazzotti in the lead position. Now, Severick, we know he's got the faster car. His chase run was absolutely sensational against Alan Hines. Can he do it again? As they come into that first corner, it looks like he's hunting again for the door. And Ramazzotti on a nice angle there, but look at this, Severick right back on the door again. And now he starts to apply the pressure. We've got more proximity straight away from Severick here, as Ramazzotti doing a great job in the lead position, but just not able to shake Alexander Severick as they come through here. Into the last section they go, and look at this, another phenomenal chase run from Alexander Severick. Really good stuff there, Ian.
Yeah, incredible.
I mean, Severick against Zhao Road would be the fastest man against the most wildest man, so that would be an interesting final. And I think I wouldn't be surprised here to see Ramazzotti go against Pavel Gross. Now, I'm jumping ahead of the decision here because I obviously have to wait for the judges. Again, I just think the proximity was far more consistent from Alexander Severick, and there was no proximity from Jose Ramazzotti in the chase. So there you have it, Alexander Severick going through to the final. In some cases, like the last battle, it won't work for him. In other cases, he looks fantastic. So he has got a little bit of the X factor against what I consider Pavel Gross to be a more calculated professional driver. Let's see what happens as they come off the lines for third step on the podium here at round 3 of the Drift Masters Virtual Championship. Let's see what happens.
Here we go. Pavel Gross fires in. Ramazzotti looking for the side of that S14, and you can see Gross on that foot brake absolutely dialed as he looks for that front clipping point, perfectly timed. But look at this, from Ramazzotti onto the back bumper, onto the door he goes, tagging the wheels. Ramazzotti really bringing it tight this time around. As they come down the hill, a little bit of separation opens up as Ramazzotti gets himself on the wrong part of the circuit, finds the front wheel of Pavel Gross's S14, and now Ramazzotti starts to waver, starts to lose that finesse out back as Pavel Gross were making a mistake.
Yeah, and Cross, I mean, he has made some today, so, but he wouldn't be here in the third and fourth place playoff if he lost his cool every time he got into a highly strung battle. So I think he's got to hold his own here, and Ramazzotti goes into that first corner. Oh, Gross with a very straight and unusual initiation there. He might get away with it, but it was very straight through the first zone. And Ramazzotti did a much better job, but now Gross maybe trying to make up for that mistake by going as aggressive as possible. And this is the aggression we expected from Pavel Gross in the last battle. And oh, he's just got a little bit wide there. He'll have to kind of try and reel it back in again. Very close to the wall, gets away with it. Sparks are flying here for third step on the podium. Gross again with another wobble and another mistake, and has it fallen back into Ramazzotti's hands. I would not like to be touched here. I think there's definitely an argument almost for both drivers here, I think, at this stage. But we have got a decision from the judges, and it's going to be Jose Ramazzotti getting third step.